October 31st, 2024, Los Angeles, California. The invitation arrived in a black envelope. No return address. No name, just 7 words written in silver ink. Come alone, midnight, wear something dark. And an address, 1313 Shadow Lane, Hollywood Hills. Selena Gomez stared at the invitation for 3 days. She should throw it away. She should ignore it. She should definitely not go to a mysterious party at an abandoned mansion on Halloween night. But something about those 7 words kept pulling her back. Come alone. Midnight. Wear something dark. On October 31st at 11:47 p.m., Selena Gomez put on a black velvet dress, grabbed her keys, and drove into the Hollywood Hills. She had no idea that by morning, she would uncover a secret that would change her life forever. This is the story of the Halloween party that never should have happened, the guests who weren't supposed to be there, and the truth about Selena Gomez that nobody, not even she, knew. 3 days earlier, October 28th, 2024, Selena was having coffee on her balcony when her assistant Taylor knocked on the door. "This just arrived for you," Taylor said, holding out a black envelope. Hand-delivered, no courier name, just appeared at the front desk. Selena took the envelope. Heavy paper, expensive, the kind you use for weddings or galas. But it was October. Nobody sends formal invitations in October unless... She opened it. The silver ink glittered in the morning sun. Come alone. Midnight, wear something dark. 1313 Shadow Lane, Hollywood Hills. October 31st, 2024. No signature. No RSVP. No explanation. "That's creepy," Taylor said, reading over her shoulder. "Yeah," Selena agreed. But she didn't throw it away. That night, Selena Googled the address. 1313 Shadow Lane. It existed. A mansion built in 1929 by a silent film actress named Vivienne Blackwood. Vivienne disappeared in 1932 during a Halloween party. The mansion was sold, resold, abandoned, and eventually became Hollywood legend. People claimed it was haunted. Others said it was cursed. But the strangest part? The property records showed it was currently owned by someone named V. Blackwood. The same name as the actress who disappeared 92 years ago. Impossible, Selena thought. But she kept reading. October 29th. Selena woke up to find another black envelope on her kitchen counter. Inside her locked apartment. Taylor swore she didn't put it there. The security footage showed nothing. This envelope contained a single card. "You're wondering if this is real. It is. You're wondering if you should come. You should. You're wondering why you'll find out at midnight." Selena's hands were shaking. How did they know what she was thinking? How did they get into her apartment? And why her? October 30th, 10 p.m. Selena's phone rang. Unknown number. She almost didn't answer. But something made her pick up. "Hello?" Silence. Then a woman's voice. Old, elegant, haunting. Selena Marie Gomez. Born July 27, 1992. Actress, singer, billionaire. But that's not all you are, is it? Who is this? Tomorrow night, midnight. Don't be late. Click. The line went dead. Selena tried calling back. The number didn't exist. October 31st, 2024. The GPS took Selena up winding roads into the Hollywood Hills. Higher and higher, away from the city lights. Into shadows. The houses got bigger. Then fewer. Then nothing. Just trees and darkness. At 11:55 p.m. she found it. 1313 Shadow Lane. The mansion sat at the end of a long driveway, surrounded by dead trees and iron gates. Every window was lit with candles. Orange, flickering. Hundreds of them. And on the front steps, A woman in a black gown waited. Selena parked and got out. The woman on the steps didn't move. She was old, maybe 80, maybe 90, but elegant, timeless. Selena Gomez, the woman said. Not a question, a statement. Who are you? My name is Vivienne. Welcome to my home. Selena's blood ran cold. Vivienne Blackwood. But you disappeared in 1932. The woman smiled. Disappeared. Died. Became something else. Semantics. This isn't real. And yet, here you are. Vivienne gestured to the open door. Come inside. Your guests are waiting. My guests? Selena hadn't invited anyone, but she walked inside anyway. The mansion was gorgeous. 1920s Art Deco. Crystal chandeliers, marble floors. And in the center, a grand ballroom filled with people, all wearing dark, vintage clothing. All beautiful, all elegant, all dead silent, staring at her. Selena counted 12 guests, 11 women, 1 man, and she recognized every single one of them. Standing in the ballroom were Rita Moreno, but younger, maybe 30, Dolores Del Rio, the 1920s Mexican actress, Maria Felix, the Golden Age icon, Salma Hayek, looking exactly like herself, Jennifer Lopez, same, Shakira, same, Eva Longoria, same, Zoe Saldana, same, America Ferrera, same, Rosario Dawson, same, Jessica Alba, same, and 1 man, Eugenio Derbez. Some were alive, some had been dead for decades. But they were all here. What is this? Selena whispered. Vivienne stepped forward. This is a gathering. We meet once every decade. And tonight, we meet you. Why me? Because you're one of us. One of you. What does that mean? Vivienne smiled. It means, Selena Gomez, that you're not just an actress, not just a singer, not just a billionaire. She paused. You're a legacy, and tonight you inherit your power. Dolores Del Rio stepped forward. Your great-great-grandmother was my cousin, she said. What? Your family tree goes back centuries in Mexico, but not just any family, a family of women with gifts. Maria Felix added, we called ourselves Las Guardianas, the guardians. Guardians of what? Stories, Salma Hayek said. Culture, truth, power. Jennifer Lopez continued. Every generation, a few women are born with the ability to influence millions through art, music, film, presence. We don't just entertain, Shakira said. We shape culture. We change minds. We move humanity forward. Eva Longoria. And every 10 years we gather to welcome the new generation. Selena looked around. You're saying we're witches? Everyone laughed. No, Vivienne said. Not witches, something older, something more powerful. She walked to the center of the room. We are the women who carry the voices of generations, the ones who refuse to be silenced, the ones who transform pain into art, struggle into strength, invisibility into presence. We are Latinas, Rita Moreno said quietly, and we are magic. But there's a price, Vivienne said. There always is, Selena muttered. The price is responsibility. Once you accept this gift, you carry not just your own dreams, but the dreams of millions who see themselves in you. I already do that. No, you do it without knowing your power. Tonight, you can choose to understand it, to wield it, to become what you were always meant to be. Vivienne held out her hand. Or you can leave, forget this night. Live your life as you have been, successful, wealthy, but never quite understanding why you can't walk away from this work, even when it hurts. Selena stared at the outstretched hand. What happens if I say yes? You become one of us, a guardian, a legacy, a force. And if I say no, you wake up tomorrow thinking this was a dream, and you spend the rest of your life feeling like something is missing. Selena looked around the room, at Rita Moreno, who broke barriers in the 1960s, at Dolores Del Rio, who was Hollywood's first Latina star in the 1920s, at Maria Felix, who refused to be anything but powerful, at Salma, who fought for years to tell Frida Kahlo's story, at J-Lo, who proved a Latina could be the biggest star in the world, at Shakira, who brought Latin music to global stages, at every woman in this room who had been told no and said watch me instead, and she thought about her own journey. Disney Channel, music, acting, mental health struggles, lupus, kidney transplant, rare beauty, billionaire status, Emmy nomination. Every time she wanted to quit, something pulled her back. Every time she thought about walking away, she couldn't, because it wasn't just about her. It was about every young Latina who saw her and thought, if she can do it, maybe I can too. Selena took Vivienne's hand. I'm in. The 12 women formed a circle around Selena. Vivienne began to speak in Spanish. Por las abuelas que vinieron antes, por las nietas que vendrán después, por las historias que llevamos, por las voces que amplificamos, for the grandmothers who came before, for the granddaughters who will come after, for the stories we carry, for the voices we amplify. Each woman placed a hand on Selena's shoulder, and suddenly, she felt it, not magic, not supernatural power, but connection. She felt Dolores Del Rio's loneliness in 1920s Hollywood, the only Mexican woman in a sea of white faces. She felt Rita Moreno's rage at being typecast, her determination to be more. She felt Salma's frustration fighting for Frida, being told a Latina story wouldn't sell. She felt J-Lo's exhaustion from being called too much, too loud, too Latina, too ambitious. She felt all of it. Every struggle, every triumph, every moment of doubt and breakthrough. And she understood. This is your inheritance, Vivienne said. The weight of representation, the power of visibility, the responsibility of influence. But here's the secret, Maria Felix added. You don't carry it alone. Every time you create something, Salma said, you're standing on our shoulders. And someday, J-Lo continued, someone will stand on yours. The circle broke. Selena felt different. Not transformed, not changed, just aware. What do I do now? She asked. What you've always done, Vivienne said. But now you understand why you can't stop. One more thing, Vivienne said as Selena turned to leave.
What?
There will be days when the weight feels too heavy, when the hate feels too loud, when you want to delete Instagram, quit acting, stop trying. Selena laughed bitterly. I already feel like that. I know. But now when you feel that way, remember, you're not doing this for yourself. You're doing it for the girl in Texas who's watching Wizards of Waverly Place and thinking, she looks like me. For the teenager dealing with lupus who sees you talk about chronic illness. For the woman building a business who sees you become a billionaire. That's a lot of pressure. It is, but you were built for it. Vivienne handed Selena one final black envelope. Open this when you doubt yourself. November 1, 2024, 7 a.m. Selena woke up in her bed, still wearing the black velvet dress. She checked her phone. 3:47 a.m. was the last time she remembered looking at it. She'd driven home, somehow. Or had she? Had any of it been real? She looked at her nightstand. The black envelope was there. She opened it. Inside, a single card with silver writing. You are the granddaughter of women who survived everything. Act like it. And below that, a list of names. Dolores Del Rio, 1904. Maria Felix, 1914-2002. Rita Moreno, 1931 present. Salma Hayek, 1966 present. Jennifer Lopez, 1969 present. And 47 others. At the bottom, Selena Gomez, 1992 present. It was real. All of it. Selena's phone buzzed. A text from a number she didn't recognize. Welcome to the legacy. When you're ready, we meet again in 2034. Until then, make us proud, Minor V. She scrolled through her camera roll. Nothing from last night. She Googled Vivienne Blackwood Mansion. The property records now showed, owned by V. Blackwood Trust, next occupant 2034. She drove back to 1313 Shadow Lane. The gates were locked, the mansion looked abandoned. But on the front steps, a single red rose. And a note. The magic was never in the mansion, it's in you. The next week, Selena felt different. Not physically, but mentally. When she looked at scripts, she asked, what does this say to young Latinas? When she made business decisions for Rare Beauty, she thought, how does this help women of color? When she posted on Instagram, she considered, what message am I sending to the girls watching? It wasn't pressure. It was purpose. 2 weeks later, Selena did an interview with Vanity Fair. The journalist asked, you seem different lately, more grounded. What changed? Selena smiled. I had a conversation with some wise women. They reminded me that I'm not just doing this for me. I'm part of something bigger. What do you mean? I mean, I'm standing on the shoulders of Latinas who fought for me to have this platform before I was even born. And someday, someone will stand on mine. The journalist wrote it down. That's beautiful. Where did that wisdom come from? Selena thought about the Halloween party, about Vivienne, about the circle, about the gift. Let's just say, I've been learning about my family history. December 2024. Selena posted on Instagram, to every young Latina who follows me, you are magic. You are powerful. You are the granddaughter of women who survived everything. Don't let anyone tell you you're too much. You're exactly enough, and you're not alone. Juicy. The post got 15 million likes, thousands of comments. I needed to hear this. This made me cry. Thank you for representing us. Selena read every comment, and she understood. This was the gift. This was the responsibility. This was the legacy. October 31st, 2034, 10 years later. Selena stood in front of the mirror, 42 years old now. 2 kids, still married to Benny, still acting, still running Rare Beauty. And tonight, she was going back to 1313 Shadow Lane. Because 10 years ago, Vivienne told her, we meet again in 2034. At 11:47 p.m., Selena drove into the Hollywood Hills. The mansion was lit with candles again. And standing on the steps was Vivienne. Still old, still elegant, still timeless. Welcome back, Vivienne said. It's been 10 years. It has, and you've done well. Inside, the ballroom was full. But this time, there were new faces. Young women, Latina actresses and singers, Selena recognized from the last decade. And in the center of the room, a girl who looked nervous. Maybe 22. Big eyes. Scared, but excited. Selena walked over to her. First time? Selena asked. The girl nodded. I don't understand what's happening. You will. Are you Selena Gomez? I am. I grew up watching you. You're the reason I moved to LA. You're the reason I believed I could make it. Selena felt tears in her eyes. This is it, she thought. This is the legacy. What's your name? Selena asked. Isabella. Isabella Martinez. Well, Isabella, tonight, you're going to learn that you're part of something much bigger than yourself. The ceremony began. Vivienne spoke the same words she'd spoken 10 years ago.
Por las abuelas que vinieron antes, por las nietas que vendrán después.
And when it was time, Selena placed her hand on Isabella's shoulder, along with J-Lo and Salma and the others, and Selena whispered, "You are the granddaughter of women who survived everything. Act like it." Isabella started to cry. "I'm scared." We all were. "But you're not alone." "What do I do?" "What we've all done. You create, you fight, you represent, you refuse to be silenced." "And when I want to quit?" Selena smiled. "Remember this moment. Remember that you're standing on the shoulders of every woman in this room. And someday, someone will stand on yours." November 4th, 2034. The morning after. Isabella woke up with a black envelope on her nightstand. Inside, "You are the granddaughter of women who survived everything. Act like it." And a list of names, ending with Selena Gomez, 1992 present. Isabella Martinez, 2012 present. She smiled. It was real. All of it. And her journey was just beginning. This story is fiction, but the truth it tells is real. Every Latina in entertainment is carrying the dreams of women who came before. Rita Moreno fought for roles that weren't maids or sex workers. Dolores Del Rio proved Latinas could be Hollywood stars in the 1920s. Salma Hayek spent years fighting to tell Frida Kahlo's story. J-Lo became the biggest star in the world, despite being told Latinas couldn't cross over. And Selena Gomez has spent her career representing millions of young women who see themselves in her. The mansion isn't real. The ceremony isn't real. But the legacy, that's as real as it gets.